Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Trailmakers, and as you can see, I got Buster here with us once again, and I've expanded his feet to be a little bit longer to accommodate a second set of skis, because today, we're going to attempt to take Buster water skiing. So I spent a little bit of time modifying Buster's joints and hinges and servos and stuff to make him hopefully in a better position to be water skiing. And my goal for this episode is to build a jet ski type thing that can pull him along and then try to see if we can actually get him to water ski. And I'm hoping that he's gonna be able to turn himself by this little adjustment that I'm making here with the legs. I don't know if it's going to work at all, but that's the plan at least. So let's hop into the water over here. We're gonna start building this boat, and now there's a couple of different ways to pull Buster along. There's like the chain way using a bunch of trailer hinges, but I don't think Buster's gonna be able to stay upright on the water with that. So I think in order to get this to actually work, we're going to need some type of rigid connection to whatever is going to be pulling him. I think that's going to be our best bet, because then we can actually set his leaning angle in relation to what he's being pulled by, as opposed to the trailer hinges where he's probably just going to fall over in the water right away. All right, so I'm going to get building. I don't know if this is going to be like a jet ski or just like, I'm probably just going to go for stability. I'm not going to make it look like a jet ski. This is more going to be about Buster than the water vehicle. All right, well, here goes nothing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think I've actually created something pretty good and stable. The problem that just popped into my mind was that once I add the chain or the rope onto this thing, whatever it's going to be, it's going to mess all of that up, because Buster's just going to drag this thing down. But on its own, check this out. This thing is actually pretty fast, and it stays and skims on top of the water pretty well, and it can turn pretty well as well. Well. Yeah, so the way that I've designed this, actually, to prevent it from going underwater and stuff, is, you'll see in the back, once we stop and the water clears, you see in the back I have those horizontal tail fins that are parallel with the surface of the water, and in the front, I also have more tail fins that are parallel with the surface of the water, but the ones in the front, you can see, are actually set on, steering hinges. Here, let me bring this up here. And these steering hinges are set to a 5-degree angle. So basically, you have these ones in the back, you have these ones in the front. The ones in the front are at like a slight angle. So that way, as it skims the top of the water, it keeps the front always pitched up very, very slightly. So that prevents it from diving underwater if it hits the water in the wrong direction. It's always going to be trying to keep that nose up in front of the water. And of course, we got the our power coming from here. We got our rudders in the back for steering. And just in case we do go underwater for whatever reason, we got our underwater seat up here. So now I need to make this thing able to carry and pull Buster behind us. So how am I going to do this? I haven't really thought this far through. So I was considering using tubes for the rope because they look the most like just a cylinder rope shape. But as you can see, the 1x4 tube is 2.2 kilograms, whereas if I use a 1x4 grid block, it's only 0.6 kilograms. So this is much more efficient on weight. So here's what I'm thinking, and I don't know how this is going to affect Buster in a positive or negative way, but I'm going to use a trailer hinge right here. And then I'm just going to make a long rope in this kind of format to keep the weight centered. So we're pretty much going to keep going back like this. And now let's see how this feels on this thing. Actually, oh no. Oh, now it's pulling us down. All right, well, what if I try to... Oh, wait, I'm not in it yet. What if I try to go? Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay, so now, just out of curiosity, let's put Buster on here just as it is and see what happens. Oh boy, this is gonna be awkward. By default, Buster is set to have his arms straight up. All right, there we go. I've created the handle. In order to do that, I've had to put Buster face down. I don't know how this is gonna go. Let's just see how he sits in the water. Oh, look at that. That's looking good. He's gonna pull the entire... No! Okay, I'm just gonna go and hope for the best. Here comes Buster. Oh, come on. Come on. You can do it, Buster. Oh, no. Why aren't your I feel like this oh, man, there's so much going on with this. I was hoping that the skis were going to pick up the water. I don't know if they have any extra, like, resistance against the water compared to the rest of them. But we're going to have to make some adjustments now. So right now, instead of a water skier, we now have an underwater skier, which is not what we're supposed to have. Okay, first attempt is a failure. That just means we gotta figure out what to do now. All right, there's not a whole lot of modifications I can make to Buster himself, so I guess we just gotta try to bring him up a little bit better. So I'm just gonna add some floaties to the handle of his rope here and see if that helps him. Come on. Come on. You can do it. He can't do it. He really can't do it. Oh, wait. I got an idea. So perhaps similar to what we did with the boat, I'm gonna go ahead and put a paddle right in here, and we're gonna angle this paddle down by default to kind of bring this up to the surface. And then once Buster's head gets above the surface, this gimbal should activate to lessen the weight of him as well. So we're gonna set this to like 20 degrees for now. We don't need any steering help, and let's see if this helps us. Come on. Come on. Is it even... I mean, the angle's there, it just doesn't have nearly enough water resistance. Maybe if we had more speed. All right, twice as much propeller power. Let's see if it helps Buster here. Oh boy. Oh, come on. Stabilize out. Oh, come on, man. This isn't even making us go faster. Buster just has so much drag. And by the way, are you noticing his joints here? Check out his joints when we start going. That does not look healthy. I knew skiing was bad on the knees, but man. Oh, I got an idea. We have Buster on land while the boat itself is in the water, and then we pull him into the water. All right, here we go. Let's see how this goes. Oh no, get in. Okay. All right, I see what's going on here. Yeah, Buster himself, it just does not have the hydrodynamic forces to keep him above the water. So if the skis aren't enough, we're gonna need to add some extra things. Oh my goodness, it almost worked. It's almost working, guys. It's just his skis now. His skis won't go above the water, but they're not actually at a good enough angle. We need him, oh no, that's not good either. We need him to be leaning back more. How do we do that? All right, so check this out. I think one of the problems that we're having is the fact that the trailer hinge can rotate on like that horizontal axis, causing him to tip over. So here, I'm curious now, this might look a little bit ridiculous, but if I put some fins on his back here, will that stabilize him out at all? Come on, Buster. Come on, up out of the water. Okay, what's happening? No, oh, actually, it's better. It is better. Better so far. Look at this. This is, it almost looks like he's doing it. It's just that his skis are below the water. And it seems like turning his legs does virtually nothing. But this is the most successful attempt we've had so far. So now I just want to get him to lean in a better way, I guess. And I may need to supplement the skis with some of these things on his feet as well. So here, we could just hide these in the middle of his feet. Let's see if that makes a difference right there. Come on, Buster. Up out of the water. Yeah, he just needs a better angle. That's what this is. So I'll bring his legs up a little bit more and his arms down just a little bit more. Oh, guys. We almost got it. Oh, just my main vehicle. isn't steady enough. I need to make my main vehicle wider. That's the issue right now. We're so close. All right, here we go. Here we go. He's actually on top of the water with the skis facing on top of the water. His knees and his hips are completely separated from his body. But other than that, we got a water skier. Oh, and also his shoulders are completely separated from his body as well. That's a thing that's happening too. But we can turn. Oh, look at that. I love the, he actually like slides out to the side a little bit. Okay, so now I want to adjust some controls. Right now, his feet controls, they're hooked up into the steering, and I want them to be separate from the steering because I want to see if they have any effect on their own outside of the boat steering, because that would be really, really cool, I think. All right, here we go. I love the way he comes up out of the water. All right, and I'm going to do his legs now. There's like a very, very, very slight effect on him that you can see. But it doesn't really seem to work that well. Maybe I'll try to make it slightly more extreme. All right, here we go. All right, and turn left. Hey, it's working. This is just Buster doing the work right now. And then turn right. It works. That's just his legs. See, check that out. Here, let's look underwater. You can see that makes him turn. Oh wait, he's not turning left anymore. Why aren't you turning left anymore? Turn left. There we go. Now it's working. And then turn right. It's hard to see with all the water. Here, let's stop for a second. I'll show you what he's doing underwater. So he's doing this with his legs, and that's making him actually turn left and right, independent of the boat itself turning. So now I can control Buster on one hand, well, with the same hand. So I could have Buster swing out to the right while the boat swings to the left, and I'll do a little bit more of an extreme swing there. All right, this is working. We have a working version. Now I want to try to take it up to the next extreme. Let's make this rope an actual chain using all trailer hinges. There's no way that this is going to get better, but I just want to see what it does. All right, this is actually going to be a lot of individual pieces. This is going to change the physics of this entire creation immensely. These things are going to be incredibly heavy in comparison. There's just no, I'm convinced that this is just going to sink. This is just going to make us sink. That's what's going to happen here. All right, here we go. Oh boy, this is already doing very strange things. I left the other Buster out there. He actually floats for some reason. He's almost going. Come on, Buster. There you go. Get up out of the water. Get up out of the water, Buster. Come on. Oh, man. Yeah, so it seems like with the trailer hinge chain, I gotta be honest, it is more successful than I expected it was going to be. But it just flat up makes things worse, as you can clearly see. I can actually try to get him to, by alternating his legs, I can almost get him to like run up on top of the water. I think it adjusts his fins or something in a way that makes him a little bit more, just has some more hydrodynamic resistance in that direction. And actually, I'm noticing with this, for some reason, his limbs are more intact. Are you seeing that? Why are how come the limbs are more intact when we have more glitchy things on the creation? All right, maybe there's a happy medium. Maybe we can replace a handful of these and we can maybe keep the limbs intact while having a little bit more of a ropey rope. All right, how's this gonna do for us? Come on, you can do it. Come on, you can do it, Buster. Get it. Oh no, what's wrong? Why are your hips doing this? Why did you like the chains better? That was really weird that you liked the chains better. All right, well, clearly that one's not working. The last working one I have is this one, and working is also kind of subjective. He gets out of the water on this one, but his knees merge into his toes, and his hips are falling off of his pelvis, and his shoulders also happen to be about 3 feet ahead of him. But as you can see, I got control over him. I can push him off to the left side here. I can move him back over to the right side. Oh man, he is so glitchy. I do gotta say though, despite the anatomical terror that Buster is currently experiencing, this actually turned out to be pretty darn successful. We actually have water skiing. Successful water skiing in Trailmakers, and this actually works. So leave a like for success. Even though it doesn't work great, it does work. And let me know what you guys thought down in the comments, especially if you have any other ideas that you'd like to see me try out in Trailmakers. If you want to see more awesome Trailmakers experiments, then you're going to want to check out this playlist right here. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.